we have faced all these challenges and we have shown the resilience of all of our organizations because we are still here. There is also neighborhood stabilization. It has allowed us to begin to face foreclosure and at the same time manage to have a production schedule. Many of us have stepped up to help the families deal with foreclosure by providing housing counseling. It's actually been a good year for special needs housing. Has anybody noticed that seems to be the most productive sector in our production? And somewhere back in the background, people finally get that development is about comprehensive community development, and that's the thing we're all supposed to be doing, even though we've been doing it for 20, 25 years, but hey, it's on the forefront. So, 2010, good riddance. I want to thank the executive board of the Housing and Community Development Network of New Jersey because they have been through the thick and thin of this, through all of the battles that had to be fought, as well as being the brain power that gave us the will and the wherewithal to push back on some of these things that we've had to deal with. Let me review today's agenda. The business portion will be including the highlights of our work, together with some of our accomplishments. We'll be talking about legislation for 2010. We will be honoring U.S. Senator Menendez. We will also hear from Dan Kindle, President of the Center for Community Progress. Mr. Kindle will help us think through the new frontier as we are facing and as we head into the network's third decade. We will also hear from the new director for the New Jersey Housing Mortgage Finance Agency, Anthony Machetta. He will speak to us at lunchtime. During our working session, Dan will participate in a working session as a follow-up to his keynote address, turning vacant spaces into vibrant places. We have 3 other exciting work sessions planned: creating housing opportunities in suburban social enterprise, suburbs, social enterprise, and the next wave in community development and sustainable communities. At this time, I would like to recognize and thank our sponsors. We have the generous support of BNY Mellon, Wachovia Wells Fargo, Federal Home Bank Loan, Third Federal Bank, and Citibank. And we would like to invite Helen Zablinski, State Director for Community Development of Citibank of New Jersey, to join and say a few words as our sponsor.
Thank you so much, Ray. It's wonderful to be here this morning. And I also want to acknowledge here with us today from Citibank is the Regional Director for Community Development, Terry Hassan, is coming in from Wilmington, Delaware. Be sure to say hello to Terry today. Thank you. I don't know about you, but I was very excited about coming here today. New frontiers. I mean, just think about it. New implies that it is innovative, it's creative, and of course, frontiers is a place that we really have not been before. So we have opportunities to learn, to try out new strategies, and basically to have a real reason to get up in the morning, even on a cold day like today. New frontiers. In the banking industry, we're always looking for new frontiers, particularly now as our customers, as they align their lives differently, we need to align our services based on all their electronic gadgets that they have. Case in point, we recently did a program with the City of San Francisco to help establish savings accounts for kindergartners so that they would have a nest egg when they come out of high school, that savings program. And one of the things that we were told to make sure we included in the online banking application was make sure there's an application for that on an iPhone. So we're definitely thinking ahead. And even in the branches that are opening up today, people have all this technology whereby they can access their accounts at home, they can scan in checks. As far as I know, you can't scan in cash unless something has changed today. But we have to adapt, or the bankers have to adapt to all these new things. People still want some bricks and mortar because they like having a concrete place where they can see that their money kind of belongs. But we need to find new ways to utilize that branch space, and you'll see a lot of that going forward out in the market. So new frontiers, that's why we're here today. And it's a very important thing to keep in mind that we have actually been talking about this for a while as we've gone through very, very difficult years together. But we always knew that this was coming. Even though we had challenges, we knew that opportunities would come out of it and that we would be able to continue to strengthen our community development mission. So we're joined together to do that today. On behalf of all my banking colleagues here in New Jersey, all of the sponsors of today's meeting, I want to wish you a very happy holiday and a good new year. And just want to say fasten your seatbelts, because as we know, sometimes the ride on a new frontier can be bumpy, but we can be confident that we will get through it together. We will not fall off, and we'll stay strong. Thank you.
And happy holidays to everybody. We'll get to the final agenda item for business, and that's the 2011 program plan and budget adoption. Let's see, for those of you who've read and commented on these items, thank you very much. We did our best to incorporate your ideas. The program plan was developed by the executive board and staff, and we worked together through October and November. And we analyzed your comments, and they were figured heavily into these documents. Based upon the analysis that we've prepared before you, we truly believe that the items contained in this goldenrod document reflects the membership's highest priorities, policy goals, and training requests. So at this time, for those of you who've had an opportunity to look at it, we'd like to entertain any questions or comments regarding this program plan. If you have any, please feel free to speak up, and we will so note your comments.
I have a question.
Certainly.
I didn't read it, so it may be there, but is there going to be any attempt to restore funding through OHA for housing development?
Do you want to speak on that, Diane?
Yes, the campaign that I mentioned earlier to restore the money to the state DCA's Affordable Housing Trust Fund includes the OHA money, and the survey that you'll be getting soon on SurveyMonkey will ask you for the impacts you've been having, so that we can incorporate that into a story and people really need to be thinking about how to get meetings with your legislators and get your board members talking with everybody, because the legislature at this point should be standing up a little bit to the governor in some of these kinds of cuts. Last year we came really close. They almost restored the money, like on the last day. We had the language limit and everything, and it just was like probably the thing next on the list that didn't get put in there. But we're hoping that this year we will. We have another sort of separate track exploring some legal options to try to look at the fact that the poison pill should be preventing this kind of thing from happening. So it's definitely front and forward on our agenda for next year. And yours too, I hope.
Thank you. We really appreciate your questions and comments. Any additional questions, comments, thoughts on the plan for 2011 moving ahead? There being none, I would like to have a motion to approve. We have one? Motion?
No.
Second? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Great, thank you. And your participation is much appreciated, and we thank you very much.
We could not have reached many of our goals if we had not had heroes at every level of government. We are pleased to be able to honor one of our strongest advocates at one of the highest levels of government. Bob Menendez. The story is a quintessential American story. He grew up son of an immigrant in tenements of Union City and was raised to become one of 100 U.S. senators. He is now among the leadership of the U.S. Senate. He has earned the reputation of a fighter for New Jersey. For those of you that follow ARC, I might give you an example of how he fights for New Jersey. But he also fights for New Jersey families who puts their economic and security and homeland security ahead of powerful special interests. A product of New Jersey's public schools, a graduate of State University, Bob learned early on the importance of standing up for what's right, no matter how powerful the opposition. And he knows the importance of building community in his own neighborhood. Getting his start in local politics, he has served as a school board member, as mayor, and as state legislator. In 1993, he had been standing up for New Jersey families in Washington, where he rose to become the third highest ranking Democrat in the U.S. House of Representatives, and was taken on a prominent leadership role in the U.S. Senate. In Congress, Bob is working to make real differences in the lives of New Jerseyans. That includes working to achieve economic security for families by creating jobs, promoting clean energy development, providing tax relief, investing in education, making healthcare more affordable, and protecting consumers. Bob was sworn into the Senate on January 18, 2006, having been appointed by Governor Corzine to fill the remaining term. Later that year, New Jerseyans elected him to serve a full 6 years as the U.S. Senator. He currently serves on the Senate Committee on Finance and is also the chairman of the Banking Subcommittee of Housing, Transportation, Community Development, and among other committee assignments. This committee is vitally important to issues and we all work on and care about. In November 2008, Bob was chosen to head the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee, a top position at the national level, and he's recently given that position up. And we are grateful because that will mean we'll have more of Bob's attention here in New Jersey. We won't be going to California and all other places. His leadership role in Congress, he has been committed champion of community economic development issues. The Senator, we are very grateful for his efforts to advance our national agenda, including authoring the Frank Melvin Supportive Housing Investment Act, supporting the creation of the Office of Sustainable Housing Community, and fighting with us to fund the National Housing Trust during the 111th Congress. We know he will be with us when the issue goes back up in the next session. I am thrilled that we can honor Bob Menendez as the network's 2010 Legislator of the Year. Unfortunately, he's taking care of business in Washington. Hopefully, well, he is fortunate that he's there, but unfortunately he can't be with us. I have a few things I'd like to tell him today. Let me tell you, no. He won't be with us today, but representing him, we have one of his staff members, Betsy Killian. Betsy, would you come up?
Hi, good morning. Like Ray said, the Senator's working hard in D.C. to do a lot of important business before everyone goes on their holiday break and the New Year happens, and we all know there's a lot of important issues right now going on in the Capitol. And also, like Ray said, the Senator has finished his DSCC chairmanship, which did take him out of New Jersey, but also gave him the opportunity to frequently highlight the issues in New Jersey with the party's top leadership as well as the president. So I know he's looking forward to being in New Jersey even more now. On behalf of the Senator, he has prepared some remarks for you, but I did just want to accept the award on his behalf. I know as the individual that handles housing issues and mortgage issues out of his New Jersey office, that we're constantly trying to better the HAMP program through hearings, through letters, through frequent contact with the Treasury Secretary and the Treasury Department. The Senator is pleased to continue to support housing counselors, which are obviously a homeowner's really best advocate as they try to maintain their home if they're having mortgage issues. And like Ray also said, he did offer the Frank Melville Supportive Housing Act to assist individuals that are disabled with housing needs. So on behalf of the Senator, thank you for all the important work you do in the state of New Jersey. The Senator wishes you happy holidays, and please rest up for another year of hard work, and thank you so much on his behalf.